but that's also an opportunity to catch a counter with the left uppercut as he comes in. I think that'll be a shot that Dillian will be able to.
So listen in here, Dillian Whyte is about to find out. This was earlier today at his media workout, not even 3 hours ago. I put it on my website down below, FightView360.com. He's going to find out that he's the WBC.
Feel strong, feel fit, you know.
He's about to find out for the first time that he's fighting Oscar Rivas for the WBC interim title at heavyweight. Now, Eddie Hearn had already talked about it earlier in the week. Right now it's 12:46. You know, you can see the clock up there. It's July the 17th here on the East Coast, just outside of Philadelphia. So this was over in London, outdoor media workout. We're going to talk about the card a little bit later on in the video. But now he's getting a shot at the interim championship, which makes him the mandatory. But when will he get his mandatory shot? You see what I'm saying? What if they elevate Deontay Wilder to WBC franchise champion? Of course, if he wins his fight against Luis Ortiz, that's supposed to take place now in November of 2019. And then Fury said a couple of weeks ago that his fight was finalized with Wilder for their rematch in February of 2020. Weird timing, you know, whatever. Don't get me started on that. So listen in. Please subscribe to TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. He's fighting Oscar Rivas on The Zone here in the States, by the way. The Zone picked up the rights and Sky Sports pay-per-view over in the UK. I hear a lot of people bitching about the pay-per-view. And I think it is a pay-per-view over there, you know, with the, in my opinion. I'm sorry, in my opinion. You know. Listen in.
Feel good.
Oscar Rivas, obviously a very dangerous operator. He came out and hit some pads before. Did you catch any of it?
Not really. I saw him for a few punches in there, but yeah, he looks strong, he looks big. You know, his arms is dense, chest dense, legs dense, everything dense. It looks good.
What have your mark tips worked on to counter that? What sort of fight can we expect from you?
You know, we just work on the same thing. We just trying to get better and better. People forget, I had 7 amateur fights. You know, most of my learning is done through sparring guys like David Hay, David Price, Chisora, Chisora, all of these guys. You know, I fought a couple of these guys, but I was their sparring partner at the start. So most of my learning is learned from training with these guys. You know what I mean? So I'm at high level. I'm still relatively novice. I'm still learning. Probably another 30% more improvement to go across the board. Fitness, skill, mentally, everything, man. So, you know, we just try and just work on it, keep chipping away at it, man, till we get better and better and better.
What's your reaction to what Eddie Hearn confirmed earlier? The WBC interim title will be on the line. The winner will become mandatory for...
No one didn't tell me that.
No one, well, I'm telling you now. For Deontay Wilder, what's your reaction to
that? What can I say? Finally. Well, let's see. You know, in boxing, don't mean because something says you'll be, don't mean it's going to happen. Boxing is a strange sport, you know. We've been told this was over 600 something days, ain't happened yet, but... You know, I just keep fighting. I just want to give the fans the best fights I can. You know, I could have fought someone else. I could have fought the like of Dimitrenko, Gerald Washington, those kind of guys, and keep busy. But, you know, I'm like, listen, I'm still learning. I want to challenge myself. So we went and picked Oscar Rivas. He's not someone you pick. You know, he's someone you fight if you have to fight him for a real title.
I'm going to have to cut it right there, my bad. But I like Oscar Rivas. You know, over, obviously, if he's just confirming who the pickings were, he could have fought Gerald Washington, who just got, in my opinion, an upset win over Robert Herlini is pretty much into his career, in my opinion. And Alexander Dimitrenko, who's fighting, who just fought Tony Yoka. Did he win? I'm pretty sure Alexander Dimitrenko lost, or we would have heard Tony Yoka got exposed or whatever. But Oscar Rivas, he is a question mark around him. You know, he was losing to Brian Jennings up until whatever happened in the 12th round. Brian Jennings just lost to Joe Joyce, in my opinion. But now, you know, if he were to win against Oscar Rivas, he will be the interim champion, which will make him the WBC mandatory. But remember, Jamal Charlo was WBC interim champion. That didn't make him the mandatory for Canelo, so you never know. This may be just a pacifier title, you know, just to, you know, keep him off their back. But as you can see, he's not excited because he's smart enough to know, especially with the WBC shenanigans, that, you don't know what the fuck they're going to do. And I used to have a lot of respect for, you know, what Mauricio Suleiman was doing with the WBC, especially cleaning up with the sins of his father. But now with that Canelo shit, it's just like, yo, bro, you know. So let's talk about the card, because I haven't had a chance to talk about it. I am going to be doing a live stream that I'm going to be uploading bits and pieces to this channel until I get the details of my live show that are going to be on this channel. So I'm going to be streaming on my other channel, TstreeT Uncut, all right? Which I'm going to put the link down right below in the description box. So, Oscar Rivas 26-0 with 18 KOs. You know, last fight was against Brian Jennings. He was actually about to sign a long-term deal with Top Rank before this fight came along. They said that in the very first press conference for this fight. And as you can see, his resume, not really much there. You know, I know Joey Abel is Jeremiah Carpentier related to Tommy Carpentier. I don't know these people. And as you can see with Dillian Whyte's resume, you know, Derek Chisora twice, Joseph Parker, Lucas Brown, Robert Hernandez. This was that obscure ESPN fight card he fought on. Derek Chisora, Ian Lewis, but David Allen. So if you count the credible wins, you know, and if you compare them to where the fighters are today, he is one of the best, if not, from the top of my head, heavyweights of the last 3 years, right? With David Allen, 2 wins over Derek Chisora. I still rated Robert Hernandez very highly at the time. And for him to get a UD over him, Lucas Brown, yeah, the name, but still, he fucking knocked the shit out of Lucas Brown, Joseph Parker, and then Derek Chisora again in a fight where he was losing, though. But he still knocked the shit out of him, you know, he knocked him out. So here's the card. Dillian Whyte versus Oscar Rivas, David Allen versus David Price. I got Dave Allen. You know, I just can't trust David Price. I can't trust him. You know, either he gassed out or he get chinned out. You know? Derek Chisora versus Artur Szpilka. Artur Szpilka ain't no joke. Lawrence O'Colly versus, he's supposed to be on his own card, but that got canceled. I don't know who this man is. And also remember, we got Pat Thurman the same day. I'm going to actually be at the ESPN card, Teofimo Lopez versus Masayoshi Nanataki. ESPN Friday Top Rank Night Fights. So, of course, I'm going to be here all day on Saturday covering all these fights. Going to go get shaved up, get ready for the weekend. In my opinion, you know, I got Dillian Whyte, but we don't know, man. You know, like I said, big question mark around Oscar Rivas. And what would Dillian Whyte do if he loses? Would they go immediate rematch? Oscar Rivas would be the WBC interim champion. Crazy. I just got an email about the media workouts and press conference for Pac versus Thurman. All right, I got to get out of here. Please subscribe and links to my social media right down below in the description box. Check out TstreeT Uncut, where we're going to be doing a post-fight show on Rivas versus Dillian Whyte versus Rivas, and a preview for Pac versus Thurman on TstreeT Uncut. Please subscribe.